Hi, welcome back to Just an Everyday Fan. So if you didn't see it tonight, there were 3 fantastic games that were on. Now, I only had an opportunity to actually watch 2 out of the 3. I did not actually see the Atlanta-Dallas game, but I am going to go back and watch it. So let's talk about the Fever and the Mercury. Now, this was a very, very important game because this is the first time the Mercury have come to Gainbridge on home turf since Dewanna Bonner left. Now, we all kind of knew either she was going to be applauded or she was going to be booed. Well, the jury has now spoken. Anytime Dewanna came out onto the floor, she was booed. When she got up for 3 free throws, she was booed. When she came out to the court, she was booed. So now I think we know where the Indiana Fever fans sit as far as Dewanna Bonner is concerned and how they feel about what Dewanna did to the team. Now, congratulations, Ari McDonald. She set a career high of 27 points. She was the answer tonight because Mitchell was shut down. Mitchell was shut down. She was in foul trouble. She just did not have a great night against the Mercury. Ari at 27, Aaliyah had 22, Cunningham 12, Dantas 12, and Chloe Bibby 10 points. Now, Aaliyah did post a double-double, so congratulations to Aaliyah for that. And also, let's talk about Chloe Bibby. Now, she's played 2 games. I believe this is her last game that we know about right now because I do not believe at this point her contract has been extended, or I do not know if it's been extended. So if I were Stephanie White, I would extend Bibby's contract straight out of the gate. I mean, she has come in her first game, she posted 8 points, her second game 10 points. She had blocks and steals. She has proven that she can work both ends of the court. She has speed, she has some height. I think she's a really good fit. So we'll see what Stephanie White does with Chloe Bibby. AT came in with 32 points, Cooper 22, Whitcomb 18. Bonner was basically shut down at 4 points with 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, and 0 blocks. The Indiana Fever were all over her. So she was held. She did not have a great game. But I think that was to be expected, actually. Now, let's talk about the Minnesota-New York game. As we know, I think this was the first time since the 2024 playoff championships that Minnesota has come up against New York again. This was kind of a vindication match, if you will. So it started out, it was a great game. Minnesota took New York 100-93. Sabrina Ionescu posted 31 points. Excellent. Johannes 14, Harrison 15, Jones and Cloud 14 respectively each. Now, Collier posted up 30 points, McBride 24, Smith 12, Carlton 10, Heidemann 10. Heidemann came in with some excellent clutch points. Excellent. They just didn't have an answer for her when she got going. Unfortunately, Williams wasn't shooting well. She was held to 6 points, but she made up an assist. She pulled in 13 assists. Now, as far as Atlanta and Dallas, now I did not get to watch this game, admittedly, but I will go back and watch it because I am turning out to be a big Dallas fan. This game was tied with 2.6 seconds left. We had a little bit of disturbance in this game. So Brittany Grinner actually fouled one of the Dallas Wings players under a basket. She didn't like the foul. She started yelling at the ref. The ref put a technical on her, and then Brittany Grinner put hands on the ref. She was ejected from the game. So I guess that's one way to hold Brittany Grinner. 2.6 seconds left. Naz Hillman puts up a three-pointer. It goes in. So Atlanta took Dallas in a surprising 88-85 victory. Naz Hillman, again, she got the winning basket. She also posted 21 points, which was a career high for her. Congratulations, Naz Hillman. Alicia Gray, 15, Jones, 14, Caldwell, 13, and Pow Pow, 11. Now, Paige came in at 21 points, Gazel Soder, 13, Arike, 12, and Jones, 12. Now, I'm just going to give double-figure points on these. Tomorrow, the Valkyries are going to take on the Mystics. I think that's going to be a good game. Now, let's talk about the end. So, you know, and I've talked about this in my last couple of videos, the next couple of weeks, the deadline's coming up for all these trades to be made. So I think we have some behind-the-scenes workings, trades, future drafts. Who knows what's going on? Who knows what's being concocted? And we're not going to know until it all comes out. And I don't even think the players are going to know. I think they're going to find out being brought in, and they're probably going to be brought into a meeting and said, you no longer are employed here. You have 48 hours to get to X city. So I think that's how most of this is going to go down. So we'll see. This is the game of chess. This is what everyone in the front offices need to be doing. They've probably had conversations with other teams, with other front offices. They're probably trying to maneuver, make their picks. Now, on Friday, I believe that Emma Miesemann is in New York. You know, she had that difficulty with the visa, but I think she's in New York. And I think they're saying that she will be available for Friday's game, which is good because Stewie's out with that bone bruise in her knee. And she'll probably be out for a couple of weeks. So Emma will be, I'm really excited to see how she integrates into the New York Liberty team. I think she's going to be an excellent, excellent pick for the Liberty. And it just might be what they need with Jonquel Jones back and Sabrina hitting like she's hitting and the whole team. The Liberty might be unstoppable, but we'll see. New York and Minnesota, I think they match up, I want to say 3 times before the regular season ends. So 3 more times we might get a chance to see that matchup. They're predicting about a 40% chance that the championship for the 2025 will be New York versus Minnesota, and they're putting that at a 40% chance. I think we might, I don't know, I think we might have a surprise. We could have a surprise. And one of those teams could possibly be knocked out in the playoffs. I don't know. At this point in the game, you have a lot of teams that are really good. You have a lot of teams that are gelling. You have a lot of teams that are building, and what they're building is starting to work. Now, this is the time in which, this is the dangerous time. This is the chess moves. This is, I wish I could be a fly on the wall, actually, in all of these front offices to see what's going on and the deals that are trying to be made and had. That would be kind of exciting. I know we've heard some rumors. I'm not going to say that anything is anything until we see the teams come out and say, welcome this player, and welcome this player, or this player's been waived and whatnot. So the next 2 weeks is going to be very interesting to the run-up to the playoffs. And the Fever have 17 more games. I think some of the others might have 18, maybe 19, depending on. But it's roughly between 17 and 19 games left, depending on the team, for their schedules. All of the schedules are grueling from this point on. They are just about every other night. And there's not any time for practice. Most of the time is travel. And right now the Fever are heading into, I believe, a 3 or 4 game where they're going to be on the road. So they did play at Gainbridge tonight, and now they go on the road for the next, I think, 3 or 4 games. So crossing fingers, let's hope everything goes well. And I really do hope Stephanie White keeps Chloe Bibby. What do y'all think about that? Do you think she's doing good? Do you think Stephanie White should keep her? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, as always, thank you, and please subscribe.